Have you ever heard of Lewis Holloway?
I'm really bad with names. So I'm gonna say no, but maybe I've seen his work.
Okay, yeah. So if you
Yeah,
have,
maybe.
do a Google search. He does wood spirits and found wood. And when I was around that time of going from twigs and branches, I played with a lot of wood spirits, and I encountered his in North Carolina. He sells at some shops, and yeah, the Carolinas, the foothills, Appalachia. They're very into this kind of work. So in some of the shops, he has his pieces, and he just does these really cool wood spirits um, out of pine knots that are just they're just really cool to look at.
Is he the one who has like the really long noses on them when he carves them?
No, 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 no. He does. Um, well, it's funny. I'm staring at one of his pieces here. So this is one of his. I started collecting his work.
Cool.
I've got like 9 pieces. So this is a piece of pine knot. So the branch would have been the tree would have been this way, I think, and this would have been the branch. And so
Oh,
all
that's cool.
the pitch from the tree when it dies kind of created this form. And then as the tree rots away, you can pick these up off the ground. And he carves with power, but all of his had this kind of look to him. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's
I
really
love
cool.
his work. And there's a lot of wood spirit guys that I'm just obsessed with.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
I
they
mean,
look,
I'm sure I've seen his work somewhere in passing. You're doing this long enough, you come across all sorts of books and
yeah,
videos and pages and things like that.
no, for sure.
Yeah. I want to branch away from the spirits, and I want to do more realism type work of I want to do like faces and stuff, things like you see Alec Lacoste do,
Yeah,
things like that. I want to do more animal type carvings. One of my favorite um, bigger name sculpture artists is Jonas Olson.
not
I don't know if
familiar.
you're
I gotta
familiar
write
with
it
him.
down.
Yeah, he has a really amazing YouTube channel, and I I think he's in I want to say Norway. Don't quote me on that, but he's somewhere over there, and he does really big, elaborate, whimsical style pieces, and they're all animal themed, mostly animal themed. But he's an incredible artist. Like just his drawings alone, because he draws everything out first, and he has 10 to 20 different iterations of the sculpture he's going to do, and he refines it and refines it, and they all have this really cool flowy whimsical effect. um, and I would love to do something like that, and maybe not as whimsical, but the animalistic aspect of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, really
yeah.
cool
I
stuff.
mean,
Yeah, I think you would really like it.
no, I'm definitely gonna look him up. I think I've never been drawn to animals. You know, I feel like it's so, get there's so much to learn with heads and faces that I'm still like too excited about all the possibilities there to kind of like branch off, you know. But you see these people doing like just this awesome, like Desiree Hanji, I think that's how you say her last name, or Bob Hershey doing these like caricature animals, and you're just like, that would be really, really cool, but just not right now, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different avenues you can explore. You can go realism, caricature, you can do faces or animals, or even you break away from that and you do the animated type characters. A big one is like Tom Parr and
Hmm.
Dan Hero. They do those
Yeah,
little character like donuts and you know little roosters and all types of weird, quirky designs. I love those also.
yeah. I love when people take stuff that's like out there and then they bring it to the carving world. Uh, who's is it? Joe McMullen? I think he did like Back to the Future for a competition. He did
That's
like
cool.
Marty with the on the hoverboard, and he did a Batman one. like an Adam West Batman carrying a
Yeah,
bomb.
that's cool.
I think that was his work, and I was just like, that's just so neat to take like pop culture and like
Yeah.
turn that into a carving. You know, if you're a big fan of like I've got the Back to the Future license plate over here, and I'm just like, that was the coolest thing ever. Like, what a
Yeah.
great way to marry your kind of interests.
Yeah, that is really cool. I mean, it's also incredible how many unique, different things people come up with in carving. I don't know where they get their ideas, if they find them somewhere else or what they're doing, but there's a lot of really, really cool, unique designs out there.